New this morning, frozen custard is a Wisconsin staple that continues to spark delicious debates. Who serves up the best? And what's the ultimate way to enjoy it? I've got the inside scoop from the 5 families of frozen custard in Milwaukee. It's part 1 of the Custard Chronicles. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the frozen custard clash of a lifetime. In the red corner, you have the cup. And in the blue corner, you have the cone. It's a legendary matchup. Let's knock it out. We're blowing this cold case wide open, making way for a new delicious discussion, sinking our teeth into the evidence. We toss out our best ideas. The truth begins piling up, but still, the question takes its toll. So much, it was time for a newsroom poll. Votes started pouring in, along with a drizzle of commentary.
I'm not doing this anymore. I'm tired of it. You keep coming over here. You keep asking me questions. Every time it's something about sandwiches or it's about what does Wisconsin smell like. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm done.
The results, too close for comfort. We took a few bites out of this debate, but we're left with only crumbs. It was time to turn things up a notch with a cruise around the custard capital. I want to know, cup or cone?
I think the cone always adds more to it, right? The crunch and a little bit of the sugar flavor.
Cone all the way.
A cup.
You're eating both.
Homemade waffle cone. The cup is not going to go anywhere.
So I'm usually just a cup person, but I like cones sometimes. So I wanted a cup and a cone.
Cup. It gives you more freedom.
Well, I get it in a cup because I like a sundae.
Most people will choose the cone because they like to eat the cone. I'm not a fan of that.
This is fine, whatever this is.
Because I get to eat the cone, and I can't eat dishes, so.
After a tiny taste, it was time to get the real scoop. I had to make an offer no one could refuse. I gathered the Custard Kings of Milwaukee, or as I like to call them, the 5 families. What is the right way to eat custard?
It's fun to lick a cone. It's great watching little kids do it.
If you're not driving your car where it gets all over you, it's definitely the cone.
I think it's kind of a rite of passage as a little kid to eat it in a cone.
Today, we don't sell nearly as many cones as we do in a dish.
How many times have you had it happen? Like, you sure you want that in a cone? You know, it's a really 90-degree day. Yeah. 30 seconds later, we got the dish ready for them. They turn around.
On a warm, windy day, take it in a cup.
When the custard is fresh, to bite into it, I love that.
Well, in the carnival, they would say, hold it high and lick it quick.
When it gets hot outside, dish is your best choice. Watching it be made, the service, the people, like, that is our business. Eat happy, enjoy it.
We've learned you can eat frozen custard out of a cone or a cup, or even a little baseball hat. Not that one. And either way you scoop it, it'll taste good, because here in Wisconsin, frozen custard becomes a part of you. Reporting for CBS 58 News, I'm Alex Corradetti. Thank you. For the very first time, we brought together 5 of Milwaukee's frozen custard legends. Gillis's, Leon's, Kopp's, Oscar's, and Culver's. But there is so much to learn. Who was the first to make it? Who makes the machines? You're about to find out as we delve into the rich history and the time-honored traditions that define these iconic shops. Milk, cream, sugar, flavorings, and egg yolks. Just some of the ingredients that turn our frozen custard into local magic. To uncover the legacy behind it, we invite the 5 families who stir up Milwaukee's custard scene into our studio.
Hello, I am Willie Linscott at Gillis's Frozen Custard.
I'm Ron Schneider from Leon's Frozen Custard.
My name is Jeff Feist. I'm with Kopp's Frozen Custard.
I'm Jim from Oscar's Frozen Custard.
Craig Culver from Culver's Frozen Custard.
All together for the first time.
It's a first for all of us to be face-to-face. It feels really awesome. I've only seen Craig on TV. It's nice to meet him.
When would we have time to be all together in the same place?
With the Custard Kings sprinkled together, it's time to dig into their backstories.
Gillis's is Wisconsin's oldest custard stand. It doesn't mean it was the first.
The first frozen custard stand in Milwaukee was started by Joe Clark, brother of Emery Clark, Clark Oil Company. The second store was Gillis, 1938. And my father worked for Paul Gillis as his night manager with the intention of opening a store at some point. And we opened May 1st, 1942. I mean, at that point, there were 3 stores in the whole area.
When I was maybe 10, my mom took us to Leon's Custard.
While I was going to school, and whenever I had a chance, I'd run over to Leon's frozen custard, and in Oshkosh, this stuff tasted so good. And
I still have that memory in my mind from when I was 10 years old about frozen custard.
Soon after comes Cups in 1950.
Our philosophy has always been to try to keep the product the same year after year after year.
And both Culver's and Oscar's frozen custard in 1984.
In 1984, we tried to figure out why is his custard so good? And after a while, we found out Ron made the machines.
I bought our first 6 custard machines from Ron.
The machine is critically important, and then the know-how. You've got to do the work. Some things in the food business you can neglect, like a Twinkie, you know, because it lasts forever. But in our case, you've got to be mindful of this product, and I want everybody to get the best they can.
There's science behind it, and there's also art behind it.
If you get it too cold, your taste buds don't react as much. Ron taught us many years ago, I think it should be at 22, 23 degrees.
20 to 22. The taste buds don't work below 15 degrees. And with our product, if you get over 22, it melts.
You got to serve it fresh, and if it's running and it's fresh, they come. And the more people that come, the more you keep it running.
Do you guys eat each other's product? Do you hide if you go and you're, you know, checking them out? Or
Okay, I got a story. So I was just in Oshkosh again, and we went over to Leon's, ordered a turtle sundae there. A car pulled up next to us, rolls down her window. Hello, Mr. Culver. Darn, you caught me.
I really think it's in our best interest and Milwaukee's best interest to rally together, you know, promote the culture of frozen custard. And it's like it's a food identity, if not the food identity of Milwaukee.
Frozen custard is a beloved tradition that shapes memories and unites generations. I sat down with 5 of the biggest kings of custard, looking at their legacies and the sweet impact on our community. It's part 3 of the Custard Chronicles. With more custard stands per capita than anywhere else, frozen custard is a cultural cornerstone in Milwaukee, drawing in visitors from near.
So I work across the street. I get Leon's when I can.
And far.
We're coming from Minnesota and North Dakota and all over the place.
Just to get a taste.
I don't know that I'm in Wisconsin yet until I could smell the custard in the car.
You don't come to Milwaukee unless you get frozen custard.
And we always do 2 cup stops, one on the way up, one on the way home.
From when you're a kid to when you're old, it's something you get excited for.
Excitement felt by one family who considers Gillis's frozen custard a second home.
It's my daughter, her husband, my granddaughter, and her boyfriend. I've been eating Gillis's custard for about 70 years. I met my wife here. We would come here after school. This entire parking lot would be filled with a sea of people. Maybe 1,000 kids would come.
When I was young, my parents used to take me here back when they had the walk-up windows.
Every time we came to visit my family in Wisconsin or anywhere in the Midwest, we would always make sure to stop here because of the history we have with it.
Beloved history, all thanks to the 5 families of frozen custard.
Kind of sounds like the mobster vibe. Yeah.
Willie Lynn Scott of Gillis's, Ron Schneider from Leon's, Jeff Feist from Cops, Jim Taylor from Oscar's, and Craig Culver of Culver's.
It's a ton of work. Your heart has to be there. You look at some of those busy nights when the line is out the door and down the stairs and around the trees, and it's just going on and on and on, and you take a lot of pride in that.
And making people happy. They get a little something that kind of perks up the day.
A feeling they hope to continue.
I love being at Oscar's because every day, every week, every month, my job or day changes. Flipping burgers, teaching them how to make custard right.
My dad is Jim. He started Oscar's almost 40 years ago with his Uncle Charlie. We're excited to keep it going for many years to come.
Moving forward, we're hoping that we get to keep the ball rolling and then someday give it to our kids too. So it's nice that it's still in the family.
We've had so many people that started with us when they were 14, 15 years old. Today, Well over 200 of those people have become owners of their own Culver franchise.
Staying true to the happy days of years past.
There's that newspaper article of my grandfather giving me a little taste of custard as I'm in my mom's arms. And then we reenacted that with me holding my daughter Avi as my mom fed her a taste of custard. That's really cool and special to me.
While also looking ahead to the future.
To be able to bring your kids in and your grandkids to experience what you experienced as a child, I think is the cool thing that we do, that we want to have our legacy be, that we continue on in the community.
It'd be nice to know that we've made a difference and we've helped something.
Interview our kids in 20 years.
How cool would that be?
That would be something.
Oh, man.
A sweet scoop to savor for generations. In Milwaukee, Alex Corradetti, CBS 58 News.